Good evening to all of my YouTube viewers. Well, I thought I'd come on here and show you my duty belt and just explain briefly what I use it for. So without any further ado, I'll just show you what's on here so that will give you a better indication of what the duty belt is used for. Now, I do a lot of security work, so therefore what I have on here is actually quite important, except for the exception of the holster, which I will show you later, but you can probably see it on the clip in any case. So we'll just start from the right hand side and work our way down to the left. Now, on the right hand side you can see I've got a very old American duty belt which I bought from a guy for 500 New Zealand dollars. Now, some of you may think that it's a little crazy, however it was what I wanted. So we'll start with the belt, making our way through to the buckle, which is obviously a gold buckle, but it's in pretty good condition. Now here we've got the two ammunition pouches, each one containing an empty magazine slot. So there we go, that's an empty one there. Both of them are empty, which I don't use them for my duty. I don't use them for security, but this actually came with the belt as well as the holster and a number of other interesting articles. Next item on the list is the belt keepers, which are actually from another duty belt that I had. Now these are actually my own belt keepers which I had on another belt, as I have already explained. So that's them. This one is the gun holster. Now it's obviously for a right-handed person. Well, I'm actually a left-handed person, but however I can still access it with my right hand if I wanted to. Now it did come with an actual toy gun, but just for reasons I have decided to let the gun out of the holster and put it in a secure place. I won't say where it is, but to be on the safe side, it's in a secure location. So there we go. Now the holster itself is worth around 400 American dollars, which is probably a lot more in our currency. However, it's worth it, and it's very difficult for any offender to try and get the weapon out without doing any damage. Here we've got our nightstick holder, which is also my own. Now I had it on the previous belt, but I thought I would put it on my new American police duty belt, which is now, by the way, being used as a security belt. So there we have it. Now just moving right along here, next to that we have another belt keeper, the two in the middle. So that's what I have been using for my belt to hold it in place if I needed to, but so far I haven't had to use it. And the other one along here is my other handcuff pouch. Now just inside the pouch itself, which I'll just open up, contains a pair of toy, a pair of toy handcuffs. These things here, now they are toys, so however I keep them in there as a demonstration only. Now they are pretty good handcuffs to use, however I'd only recommend that you use them for pretend stuff, like pretend suggestions or whatever you want to do, but we won't go into detail. So that's that one. More belt keepers. Now next to that is a maglite holder, which I often use for my night shifts, so that's what that's for. You can use any maglite that you wish, provided of course it's within a reasonable length. Anything too big and it can be considered a weapon, and an offender could just take it out and then whop you over the head. So my suggestion to you is get a really good quality maglite, which is not going to cause any harm to yourself, but you keep out of reach of anyone that tries to make a grab for your maglite or whatever you have. So that's just the ideal way to keep it. So I keep it at the back so I can use it and get it at any time if I need to. Here we have another handcuff pouch. Inside this one I have a pair of actual police standard issue handcuffs. these things here. Now, the police officers here and around the world use handcuffs like these ones. I don't know about the UK police, but I know that the American law enforcement, Australians and the New Zealand police do use handcuffs like these. So this is just a primary example of what they have got here. Now, hopefully you can see them from where you are. So that's all those ones there. So I keep them all in my pouch so that I know what they're for, and I know that they're there. The handcuff pouch has been polished. In fact, I got it when Kiwi Disposals were here in New Zealand, but has since been demolished because of the earthquake. So that's a really good buy, and I recommend that you get one like this. Or if you want to, you can order them online and they'll send them out to you, whether you're in America, Australia, or wherever you live. Go online, order one of these, and Bob's your uncle. The second item on the list is a radio holder. It's just an ordinary radio holder, and it can hold any radio from a Tate radio to a Motorola radio, which I have got. I don't have it in here, unfortunately, but that's what it would hold. If I was to put it in there, I would show you, but because I'm only doing this quickly, I won't. Now, the radio holder is fairly old, but it still goes well. And all you need to do is just put your radio in there and hook it up like so. Then just unhook it and then pop that weird thing inside it, and there you have it. So that's that. Another handcuff pouch on the left, well, on this side, which is over here. So this is basically what we have got here, same as before, toy handcuffs. So I recommend that you use them for your own little personal use and not to get too carried away. So that's another version of the handcuff pouch. And last but not least, we have over here is another belt keeper and a thing to hold the belt on. So this is a primary example of another belt, well, of an actual longer belt. So this is the end of it here. You can see it's in pretty good condition. It's a fairly old belt. However, in saying that, it's been around a fair while. It was used by an ex-American policeman who's been living here for over 30 years, but was in the States many years ago and became a Portland, Oregon Bureau police officer. Now the gentleman is actually giving me his old uniform, so I'm looking forward to getting that. So once I've got that, I can add that to the collection, and I will be very happy to show many of you what it is for. Now, I do hope that you have enjoyed my viewing, and like I say, if you have any questions about my clip, then please feel free to send me a message, and I will be very happy to explain what they're for. Now, when I say about the holster not being used, I do not carry a weapon on me when I'm doing security, so the holster has to come off. But because I'm not doing security at the moment, I leave the holster on and I only use it for around the house. So anyway, if you have any questions about my duty belt, then please feel free to send me a message via YouTube, and I will be very happy to discuss anything that you have questions about. So there you have it. Here's my lovely belt and equipment, so please feel free to have a look at it and tell me what you think. So anyway, I'll end this clip by saying have a good one and enjoy.